Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving and are looking forward to Christmas. So I'm going to be working in my junk journal here, and I've got a ton of photos. And whenever I was pulling out my stuff for Christmas, I realized that I had a ton of stuff for autumn that I had not used. So I decided that I wanted to dedicate a section of my journal, which is what I'm showing you here, of blank pages to do some autumn stories. So a couple are like little traditions, and then just some things that we did for fun. But I wanted to get this video up yesterday, but I wasn't able to because the house was just way too noisy for me to do a voiceover. So I'm doing it early in the morning again. So here are just some printables that I have. I pulled out, like I said, a bunch of fall stuff, and then I had some printables, and I didn't get as much done as I wanted, so I'm still working on it, but I did get quite a few of my photos taken care of. So I'm just looking through these printables, and I have this paper here, and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's from Amity Bloom. Only her version has a song lyric on it, and I just love that paper so much, and I wanted to be able to journal on it. So I edited it on my computer and took away the song lyrics so that I could use it basically as a stationery piece for my own personal use. And then this here is a printable linen. It's one of the ones in my shop, which I will link below, and I really like the color, the blue and the orange, and my daughter is working on painting a blue pumpkin. Now every year we usually go to my in-laws and do pumpkins and chili, but for some reason this year the pumpkins were not available, I think, so my mother-in-law bought plastic pumpkins so my daughter could paint them. And then my son was there, but he did not want to participate in the activities this year because, you know, he's so grown, 13. So he was watching Indiana Jones on the couch. So yeah, so I just went with one of those printable trims there, and I'm not sure the shop. It could be Molly's Mantel or Cover to Cover Creations. I'm not 100% sure, but I will try and link everybody that I used below in the description box. And then this paper here is actually an authentic paper. It's one that I recently purchased in a pack at Tuesday morning. It's kind of like a sample pack. I really like it though. It's got a bunch of pretty little papers. I didn't realize they were all like 6x6 papers, but I still like it. So I'm just gluing that down, and these are some pumpkins. It was a border sticker, like an old border sticker. I have a lot of old stuff in my stash, and when I went through everything, I only picked out a few items that had not been used yet, and most everything else that I picked was like partial sticker sheets and things like that, partial die cut packs, because I was going to try to use up a lot of what I have that has already been opened. So I'm just decorating the corners of this photo with some cute little acorn stickers. And then that's a Jolie sticker, and it says pumpkin carving. And even though we didn't carve pumpkins, we painted pumpkins, I still liked it because typically we do carve pumpkins, and typically my daughter will paint a pumpkin, so it still goes along with the theme. And then those stickers they're some like old creative memory stickers, which I have a bunch of, and I try to use them as much as possible in my journal because I have so many. So then this paper here is from Cosmo Cricket, and it's from a collection. It's either Hansel or Gretel, I'm not sure which one, but it's really pretty. I loved all the papers in that collection, and I bought it from snapclicksupply.com. They have like really good sales on Wednesdays called Wacky or maybe Dollar Wednesdays or something like that. And you can get like paper packs for $1. You can't use them to like put in your journals to sell, but you can use them for your personal use unless you buy the license, which can be kind of pricey for some of the collections. So we painted pumpkins, we decorated cookies, we made cookies, and we ate our dinner, and it was really a nice time. So then I have these, I'm not sure what they are really. They're pretty old. I would say they're probably from like the 90s or maybe the 2000s, somewhere around there. And I don't know if that one is a Francis Meyer or not, but it's some decorative card. And I liked it, and I just liked the way that it looked. So, and then this ledger paper here had a tear in it, so I just covered it with washi tape. And then that is just an illustration from a vintage book, children's book, that I thought was super cute and had to put it in here because it's just adorable. So I'm just gluing that down, and I worked on these for a couple of days, just kind of coming and going when I had a chance to get a little crafting done. Now that is a paper from Amity Bloom again, and it's from a different pack. I think it's a retro wallpaper pack. That I love the pattern and the colors, and they look pretty fall-y. So, and then these are pictures of my daughter. We've been taking her horseback riding, and since she was itty bitty, there've been 3 things that she's absolutely loved, and that is cats, horses, and the color blue. Has been very consistent in her 6 years of life. So she's just got old enough to where we decided that it was time for her to start writing, and so we've been taking her. She's gone quite a few times, and kind of what we did for, you know, with the coronavirus, there's not really a whole lot that she can do. So this is an activity that she absolutely loves, and it's outside, and it's, you know, wide open spaces, and it's just so much fun to watch her. She absolutely loves it. It's like watching a little dream come true in real life. It's so sweet. So there she is with her, the horse that she rides. His name is Dancer, and she loves her some Dancer, man. She's always talking about him and just loves him. And she thinks that, I think she thinks that he's her horse. It's so funny. Or that he's going to be her horse one day. So I'm just tipping that in, and so these stories, they're not like, they just happen during the fall season, you know. Like the chilies and pumpkins is obviously a family tradition, and then a lot of the other stories are just happen during the fall season. So I decided to use a bunch of my fall stuff, and I'm glad I did, because it turned out pretty good. It was a lot of fun. And I gotta hurry up and get it done so I can get started on Christmas, because that's like right around the corner. So this is another printable for my shop, and I really love the pattern on there, and I was thinking of backing my photo on there, and I did. And I like the way that they look together, even though it's only a small little piece that pokes out, but they're like contrasting patterns, so I feel like it goes good. I like it a lot. And then this is like a little paper snippet roll that I made with some of my scraps from when I made my fall journals. So I was thinking I could use that for a pocket. And then I just peeled off a border sticker from that 12x12 sticker sheet that I had. And it's pumpkin spice and everything nice. And just used it to help decorate that page a little bit more. So now I'm looking for some more paper to back this other photo, which is of the cookies that were made. And these are some gold tiny attacher staples. A few years ago I found some packs of different colored staples for the tiny attacher. I think it was that Tuesday morning. I think it had like gold, blue, and pink in it. So I was like, well, it is kind of festive, so let me break out my gold staples. So I'm just stapling that down. And when I glued it, I didn't even think to glue. I just glued the sides. I didn't glue the bottom. I don't know where in the world my head was at. But I ended up just stapling it, and it's fine. It works. And then there was like part of the paper that was coming up. I don't know if it was from the tape or not, but I just put a little sticker that says it's fall, y'all, over top of it. And it's pretty cute. I like it. So I just sewed down a little tab of scrap fabric on that photo. And I pulled off the letters, or the word cookies, or the letters to spell the word cookies, so it would say pumpkin cookies. And then I'm just sticking them on backwards so that I know where it's going to end instead of starting at the front, at the beginning. And that worked out good. And then I just go ahead and put a couple of staples just to reinforce it. And that little card there is done, which I could go back and journal on it if I want to, but I don't know. Maybe not. And then that one, I just added a couple of little stickers that says love. I was going to say love being together, but I just put the love and together on there. Love that paper. So pretty. Good job, Amity. It's gorgeous. So, then I'm back to that 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and it had the word beautiful on there. And I put it on the photo of her and Dancer. And I grabbed a little label because I was thinking I wanted to write the word pear, beautiful pear. And I didn't want to put a whole bunch of stuff on there because I wanted that floral to show through at the bottom, that blue one. I didn't want to distract too much from it because I just like looking at it. It's just pretty. And then I added a few little leaf stickers at the corner. And then now I'm looking through my quote stickers, my transparent quote stickers. And that one says, let me play in the sunshine, let me sing for joy, let me grow in the light, let me splash in the rain and remember the days of my childhood forever. And I just thought it was so sweet. I'm not necessarily 100% happy with the font and the length of it, but I love the saying and it works. So now I'm just looking for another linen, and I believe this one is Little Bindy. And I saw this technique on Sheila Toro's. Look at that. My old little craft scissors. Cut that out so pretty. I couldn't believe it. I was like, she's a genius. Like, well, you know, we've had those, or at least I've had those scissors forever. And I put them in my daughter's area so she could use the little old, you know, shapy, paper shaped craft scissors. But hey, I'm going to start using them because that just worked out perfect. So now I am looking at these photos from the day that we went. We went on the 28th, and then we went back on Halloween with my brother and his 2 kids. We couldn't take the kids trick-or-treating, so we decided to take them horseback riding. But these photos are from a few days previous. So I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I want to put where, and I have 2 photos. I have some of her getting, not 2, I have 3 actually, of her getting off of the saddle. And she amazes me. She shows no fear at all. Like, she'll just wing her little leg around and just scoot her little self right off that horse. And of course, the guy that runs the place, he's right there behind her to make sure she doesn't fall and hurt herself. But she does it all by herself, and I'm just so amazed. There she is feeding Dancer. We always bring the horses treats, apples and carrots, every time we go, so she can give him a little treat because he does a good job. And she's not afraid at all. I mean, the first time she rode, she was like, "Can I make him trot?" The lady was like, "Trot? No." It was hilarious. I'm like, how do you even know that word? So I snapped a few quick little pictures of the process of her hopping off of that saddle, and it just makes my heart swell. Seeing that little tiny person getting off that gigantic horse, just not afraid at all. It's just the cutest thing. So I turned the page and I'm working on these here. And then that photo of my daughter holding that chicken, that's her chicken. And when we got home, she of course ran outside and wanted to play and see her chicken. Sorry. So she grabbed her chicken and she was like, "Mom, come take a picture of me with my chicken." And I was like, okay. So I went over there and snapped a quick photo of her holding on to her little chicken. She's such a little country girl living in the suburbs. It's funny. So I'm just decorating that photo of her feeding Dancer, which it was a big day because she's not afraid to ride him at all or love on him or clean him, but she's a little intimidated to feed them. She kind of would jerk her hand away and get nervous. But this time that we went, she finally did it by herself. I mean, she would do it with me holding her hand, but that time she got it. She did it by herself. I was really proud of her. So I'm just taping down these little saddle dismount photos here. And obviously you see I put little leaves and numbered them, so it's kind of like a little sequence. And that's just a tag that I had in my little envelope of random die cuts. And then I pulled out my little tin of vintage playing cards because I knew that I had some horse playing cards in there. And I found one that I liked. Oh, and I'm sorry, the excuse me, the two little pieces of printable there that I just put the horse on, those are also from Amity Bloom. I've been on an Amity Bloom kick. And I think that they're from like her feed sack paper packs. So now I'm going to do some stamping, and that one says #happy-day. And a lot of my stamps I've had for ages, so I'm not sure. I think that they were Heidi Swap, like planner stamps. And then this one here, it's just I think it's a Fiskars old fall Thanksgiving stamp set. And those are some little turkey footprints. And I thought they were cute, so I had to use them. And then the other stamp says, I think it says, let me look. Oh, has my heart with a little arrow pointing. And I thought it went perfect. So now I'm just doing some journaling and just talking about how I love to watch her get off the horse. Oh, it's so sweet. And then I have this photo. So I have recently purchased this book that I think I'm going to show you. Or maybe not. But I'll tell you about it. At least not right now. I saw it on the Rebookery channel ages ago, and I had the hardest time trying to find it. Well, it recently popped up, and so I got it, and it is a little bit pricey, but excuse me, it's morning time. But the images are super awesome in it. So I had looked, there it is there, it's a little feed sack book. So I'm going to show you some of the images. I had looked through it earlier, and I found two that I thought I may use and for this photo. And I went with this one. It was either going to be this one or the other one that was in there. But I decided to go with this one, and I glued it down, and I just like it. That book's going to be fun to use. I also purchased that Granny Chic book too recently, and I've been using it, and it's a lot of fun. And then I wanted to put some fabric on the bottom of this, and I was kind of thinking about, you know, making a little scrunched up ribbon, but I liked the way that that looked with the slantedness of it, or the all wonkiness of the fabric, so I just glued it down. And then this is another piece of paper from that Cosmo Cricket collection from Snap Click Supply, and I think I got it at like 50% off during Black Friday sale or something like that, or one of those Wednesday sales. So I just backed my photo on that and pulled out a little label, and I believe that one is, I think it's from Tracy Fox, and I just wrote about how she asked me to take a picture of her and her chicken. And then I wanted to do like some stamping, and I wanted the date. I wanted to stamp the date. So I pulled out my stamps, and I pulled out a bunch of different colors from my Stampin' Up pads, and I went with the red one, or the darker color, because I felt like it made the little florals in the fabric pop, the darker ones, and I really liked it. So I'm just stamping. I have no idea where those stamps came from. I think I bought them at a yard sale, and they didn't have packaging in them on them, so I'm sorry, but they're pretty neat. And then the 28 is also from a Heidi Swap planner stamp set. That's I don't know, it's probably 3 or 4 years old. So I'm just kind of looking and trying to figure out where I'm going to do my journaling and stuff. And I had actually forgotten about that little flip where the scarecrow was. So I did some journaling there, and then I went back to my quote stickers, and like I said, I really like these because they're transparent, so a lot of times you can't even, it just looks like there's words on the page. You can't even see the sticker outline, but sometimes you can, and it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm just kind of searching through, trying to figure out, I wanted to put something underneath that table there, but I didn't really know what. So I went back to these stickers to try to find something that would work. And I found this happiness definition sticker, and it works out good. I like it. Oh, and here I'm showing you my mess, because I have everything to the right of me, and when I first started it was all nice and neat and organized, and by this time it's just a chaotic mess. But, you know, that's fine. I'm sure y'all know how it goes. So I had this other photo that I didn't think I was going to have room for, and it's where she's watching Cowboy Robert, that's his name. He's showing her how to put the saddle on the horse and tie it off and all that. So, and of course she is intently watching, and she's tried to do it a few times herself, but she's just not strong enough to pull it, you know, tie it off. So here I am. I think that pretty much does it. I'm just showing you what I've done. I hope that y'all enjoy this video, and I hope to have my Christmas journal up soon. So y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk at you later.